Hello everyone, PallyTime here. Welcome back to Heroes of the Storm. I have been recording for math 8 hours straight. Doing good. Voice is holding up surprisingly well, actually. We have landed on Valeera today. I feel like my game's a little bit darker than normal. I apologize for that, but I'm not going to fix it. Valeera is the last of the stealth assassins that we have to take a look at. We learned that Nova's greatest strength is her range, and her biggest weakness is her lack of escape. Zeratul is incredibly difficult to play, but can vastly sway the tide of battle with Void Prison. And Valeera is exceptional at picking players that are... picking off players, there we go, that are isolated. So if you find, let's say, someone on the Towers of Doom channeling on an objective by themselves, then Valeera can clean that up really, really easily. I don't think she has as much teamfight utility as the others that we mentioned, simply because she doesn't have as strong of an escape as the rest of them do. Nova never has to escape if you're positioning correctly, and Zeratul can clear 2 screens worth with proper blinks and things like that. But she's kind of stuck there. She has to kind of hold her ground, and she doesn't have a lot of defenses for that. That being said, you can do a lot of damage with Valeera. So anyway, without further ado, let's jump into a game.
Here we go.
You know, to be honest, I don't even know why there's color discrepancies in between various videos. This is much darker, though. Oh, I'm not wearing my gunners. I should keep that habit up. Like I said, I've been recording all day, and my eyes feel pretty good. Not just saying that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we find ourselves in the Infernal Shrines today at level 1. I am going to go for Subtlety. Now, this build may be outdated. Valeera has received a lot of changes. They really altered her damage quite a bit. They've gone through and done it a few times, honestly. And I feel like she's in a pretty good spot. So the build I'm using might be a little outdated, but it was tried and true and tested for me in the past, and I see no reason it shouldn't be good now. Hopefully. I'd like to roam if possible. So basically there's no reason for us to go do this fight, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Valeera's Q ability while we're in stealth is assassinate, or ambush, excuse me. It allows us to jump to a target in this range. Just does damage. That's all. Just does damage. Our W ability while we're in stealth stuns a target and does damage. And our E ability while we're in stealth silences a target and deals damage. So I am a big proponent for the stun, although they have nerfed the damage on it over and over and over and over again. Our talent at level 1 gave us more energy if we stay in stealth for long periods before coming out. I think it's like 5 seconds. If we stay in stealth for 5 seconds and then we use one of our combat openers from stealth, all of a sudden we deal more damage. Yeah! So as you can see, energy regenerated quite quickly. We don't have mana, we have energy. Our Q ability while we're out of stealth is a straight line skill shot that propels our character forward just a little bit. Not huge amounts or anything, but it's a decent amount of space. And then our W ability is what we use for wave clear. It allows us to... I can't bring her out of stealth. That's another advantage that Nova has over me. I actually can't stop her from walking around over there. Nice initiate. I hope it wasn't too late. I'll block skills. You just get out of here. It's okay. So I actually didn't use my combat finisher there. We probably could have killed off that Valeera. That was my bad. Here, let's move into lane and actually do a little bit of lane clear. Her abilities, her E ability, by the way, Eviscerate, works off of the combo point system. So as we're in stealth, and we do our opener, that's 1 combo point. And each ability we do after is another combo point, stacking up to 3. We have a maximum of 3. So if we have all 3 combo points, then our Eviscerate will deal more damage. So the idea is that you want to weave your abilities together on a single target, and then come out on top as far as damage output goes. Now we want to wait for this Sylvanas to rotate. Or not to rotate, really whatever she wants. We're going to get the talent that gives us more combo points when we come out of stealth with our openers and just stop her from going to this team fight. That play alone prevented Sylvanas from joining in here, or at least forcing her to go to the sippy cup. But they should definitely back up here. They are taking a lot of damage. I'm at stealth. I'll be able to sneak up on these guys, no problem. Just like so. Actually, she brought me out of stealth. Everything I just said was wrong. Everything you know to be true is a lie. But we'll be able to re-enter here, and we can go poke whoever was up here. They are ballsy as fuck. Wait, I'm confused. What did I just see? Was that Nova and then she went in stealth? That had to be it, right? Do we think that's a decoy? No, it's a real fucking one! Holy shit! What are you doing? Alright, well, let's punch some of this stuff. I'm gonna go back into stealth. Maybe go after this Li Ming. Yeah, we'll go after Sylvanas. Oh, too far. Die to minions, boys! Fucked! But essentially, that is the Valeera experience. If you see someone by themselves, you go attack them. They take damage, and then you kind of walk away. You get your combo points and you walk away. She does have better lane clear than Nova, but essentially, when you go in on these events, I mean, you're committed. There's no easy way out. Kind of like Nova, but you don't have the range. That being said, the point-and-click stun is incredibly strong and can set up plays for your team like crazy. The damage burst is really rewarding as well. Being able to go in and combo someone down, especially with the talent that gives you more combo points when you're coming out of stealth, I mean, that thing goes a long way. But as far as like doing this kind of shit, I'm not too good at it, but we can at least start that up. I can't really go into stealth yet, so we're kind of just hoping we live through this. Which I can. Just have to dodge the banshees. So that's her escape, essentially, is waiting for stealth to come back up again. And that could feel like a really, really long time. Now, I am going to go for the assassinate on isolated heroes. I want to do increased damage to them. I may not use it all the time. There's not always an opportunity to even use it, to be totally honest with you. But if we do see a hero that's kind of isolated by themselves, we can initiate pretty hard with assassinate, with ambush. I keep calling it the wrong thing. We can initiate pretty hard with ambush and do a lot of damage. There is going to be a symbol above their head to indicate that they are isolated. Where's Ming Li? So, like, that was a symbol right there. It's that skull over their head. If I engaged on that, I'd be dead. Like, there's no getting around that. I would just be dead. Now, it's isolated from 5 units, I think, from their team. Woo! Don't know if that was a me or not. Yeah, that was a me. That was a me. That was a me, too. Keep in mind, you don't need to kill minions to get XP. You just have to be in range of them. She doesn't know where we are. But does she know the team is coming? That's done. There we go. That's a dead Ming Li. So I didn't engage with the assassinate that we already talented for, simply because I knew the stun would help Lunara kind of get in range for me and deal a little bit of damage that I would need to finish her off. I knew that going in. Like I said, picking that talent doesn't mean you use that all the time. It just means that it's an option for you to use. I don't think I can do anything about these minions moving in. No reason to get overeager here. I'll just grab that regen globe and we'll be fine. No one's soaking middle, no one's soaking bottom. Looks like Probius is grabbing a mercenary camp right now. Good on him. I think I'm going to leave. We'll just do our burst damage, then break line of sight there. Now, we are going to go for Smoke Bomb. This is a really powerful escape for Valeera. It does allow her to live through a lot of situations where otherwise, without this talent, she would die. And it basically just creates a smoke bomb on the ground where you cannot be auto-attacked by enemy heroes. You can, however, be hit with spells, so like Li Ming can still do a lot of damage to us, but that's really about it. They definitely can't auto-attack you. Now, you're not in stealth while this is happening, you're just obscured from vision. Yeah, fuck that. Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Run, run, bury it, no, no, bury it, it's too deep. It's too deep. This is 2v3. I mean, I didn't want him to think I totally abandoned him, but it was a really bad idea. I didn't want to die for it. We did initiate with the assassinate there and dealt that bonus damage. That's why you saw critical hits above her head. We have stealth in just a couple moments. We are going to need to go to a sippy cup before we do anything, though. Before we do anything. All right, let's go help our team. They're all really low on health, and versus a Li Ming, that's fucking terrifying. So I'm gonna make her my focus. Going in on her is #1 priority, and never mind, you didn't even need me. Hi, Nova. Hello. All right, we should be good. Wow, they got that fast, or I was really late. I'm not too sure which one. So this is going to be moving in the middle lane. It's going to be tanking the towers. That means that I can move up here and stealth and potentially kill off this guy before he even knows what happens. Now, I'm not going to draw any attention to myself here. I'm going to wait for the Frost Punisher to do his thing, and he should be doing it pretty soon. Please? Jump? Anybody? Jump on anything. Fuck's sake. Oh, that octograph was really good, actually. Oh, I'm out of energy. Uh-oh. Now, that smoke bomb was simply a distraction. We already had stealth back up, so I knew I could get away. I was just trying to make them think I was still in the... Oh, shit. Nova's right next to us. I was just trying to make them think I was still in that smoke bomb, which obviously I'm not. Now, Nova did come out of stealth and hit us with, I believe, a snipe? I think it has to be a snipe, but it actually didn't do that much damage. Now, at level 13, I am going to go for Ambush, Death from Above, which is going to allow our ambush to be a bit further range, so we can engage with that a bit further away. And it's also going to teleport us behind the victim. That part doesn't actually fucking matter. It's not like you get any bonus damage from backstabbing or anything like that, but the increased range on our ambush, which is this big now as opposed to just a small circle around our hero, means that we can use this as a gap close and a damage opener rather than just a... Oh, I fucked up, team. That moment you know. That moment you fucking know you fucked up. I went around this corner, and Greymane was standing right here. He was standing right here in this little cubby hole. I thought it was just murky. That sucks. It's weird that line of sight worked like that, honestly. Bad team. And that's the moment he knew. He fucked up. Seriously, he was right. That's so weird. Oh well. At least you know why it happened. Learn something new. You can surprise people by fucking standing right here. Never would have expected that. Never at all would have expected that. Alright, Murky's pushing the bottom lane. We'll go down there and we will try to stop him. Oh, looking at the damage numbers, it's important to realize that Valeera is a finisher. She goes in, she does damage quickly, and then she gets out. She is not sustained damage. You will not be out damaging Lunara. You will not be doing anything close to Lunara's damage, or at least you shouldn't be. If you are, then there's a little bit of a problem on your team. The shrine is up in the top lane. We're just going to stealth and make our way up there slowly. I want to be in stealth to get that energy regeneration when I decide to leave stealth, whenever that may be. Looks like the enemy team is pushing top lane really hard. Varian in a little bit of trouble. That is the real Nova right here. I'll continue to ping danger so they know that it's the real one. We should be here soon. I was going to say, where the fuck is our character? No, I'm waiting for someone to get isolated. Actually, I was brought out of stealth. That's a little frustrating, but we can deal some damage to Nova there and take her down with the help of Lunara. Re-entering stealth here. We did open with a stun just so she can get some more poison. That should be enough for a kill. And we just want to re-enter stealth again. No, Greymane does know where I am, but I don't think it should matter. There's the assassinate with the ambush. That feels good, team. That feels real good. I am going to go for exposed armor. What this is going to do is increase the amount of damage that I can do to the enemy team quite substantially. I was waiting to see if Greymane was going to re-engage, but I think he went back to the base. Hey, little Murky. So anyone we use our Eviscerate on now, which is our combo finisher, will take 25% increased damage from all sources. So it's not only damage increase for me, but it's also damage increase for our team. A little bit of team utility on a character that I really wouldn't expect to have it, to be totally honest with you. With this objective, we should be able to push down a tier 2 defense structure for the enemy team. We're going to go ahead and move in on Nova and take her down. So this is the weakest that Valeera has ever been, and she's able to capitalize on huge mistakes like that Nova, like no other character in the game. She's fantastic in that role, and I want to make that very clear. But all of a sudden, you start to see teams that are working together a little bit more, teams that stay clumped up, and it's really difficult for Valeera to find an opening on those kinds of teams. What I would recommend, actually, is against teams like that, is you don't take... I almost went in on that. What I would recommend is that you don't take the increased energy talent at level 1 and instead just go in on a mount. As you get in range of someone, go into stealth and then try to initiate that way. Oh, that sucks, but I think they pay for it. We're gonna go ahead and smoke bomb, just stay alive a little bit more. Dodge all that shit. Now we are losing our bottom right now, but it looks like Ragnaros did go back for it. These guys should be able to finish this off. I'm not too worried. I'm just gonna get in a better position. We could definitely go in here, especially now that the building's dead. Opening up on Sylvanas, and we can kill her before she can even use those banshees. Can we core here? I don't think so. I don't think this is coreable, not with Valeera at 0 health and Ragnaros on the other side of the map, so we'll just buy a little bit more time, no big deal. We could definitely push in with our Probius if he wanted to continue to. But yeah, even at her weakest, she still excels at killing people that don't position properly. Lower skilled players, I guess I would say. So she's fantastic in quick match. The point and click stun, the ability to burst someone down like it's fucking nothing, increasing your entire team's damage output on a single target if they're focusing, like it's fantastic. It's absolutely insane the amount of damage she can do. Do we want to... I mean, no, I shouldn't go into the base. That would be really stupid, actually. Now, what I like to take at level 20 is the Night Slayer. It reduces the Vanish cooldown. Vanish is our trait that allows us to go into stealth, just in case I didn't say that earlier. And having that on a lower having that on a lower cooldown simply means that when we are taken out of stealth like we were just there, we can enter stealth again and start with our combo openers again, no problem. Makes it a lot easier to play Valeera. It's good that that talent's at level 20, because if it was earlier, it'd be very overpowered. All right, opening up on Sylvanas. That should be a dead Sylv, and then we just back up a little bit. Re-enter stealth and attempt to do it again. We throw down the smoke bomb so we don't die to the towers here. Re-enter stealth and do it again. And that's Valeera. Core team. Gotta hit the core team. not a keep. So yeah, I didn't make any videos for her previously because she's insanely overpowered, or was insanely overpowered. I do genuinely think she's in a pretty good spot right now. You have to pick and choose your fights. You can't just 100% kill someone from high health. You need your team in there actually assisting you on those kills. And you're punished really hard if you overextend prior to level 20. You have to manage your cooldowns well. And I like the fact that she has multiple options for engaging, when previously her only option for engaging was the stun, because it dealt more damage than the ambush and it had the best utility out of any of those abilities. Ugh. You know what I said about my throat holding up? I think this was the last one. I think this is a nail in the coffin. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up today. I hope you guys enjoyed my Valeera video. I hope you enjoyed my look at stealth heroes, stealth assassins, and Heroes of the Storm. If you think you're very good at the game, play Zeratul. If you want a pub stop, play Valeera. And if you're on Hanamura, play Nova. That is how I would recommend that. But please remember that stealth heroes can be a trap for new players. You don't have to worry about positioning. In some cases, especially with Valeera, you don't have to worry about repercussions for your actions either, because in certain cases you can drop the smoke and then at level 20 you can get away really easily. Prior to level 20, you have to worry about the repercussions a little bit more. Also, a technique for Valeera that you can utilize, I talked about it briefly, but I didn't actually show it in the video. If you're confident and your whole team's together and you're going against a whole nother team, go in on your mount until you're close to your target, then drop into stealth and stun them right away. Helps your team initiate a little bit easier when everyone is grouped up like that. So that's it for me today. I didn't show you my talents. I'm sorry. I just left that screen. I don't know why. So the talents I used today, hopefully you can see these. I went for Subtlety at level 1, Initiative at level 4, then Assassinate, into Smoke Bomb, into Death from Above, followed by Expose Armor, and then Night Slayer. This build may not be entirely up to date, but it's what I've always used, and it's still pretty successful. Although I think Thistle Tea might be used a little bit more now, and who knows about any of the rest of the shit. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'm going to call it a night, and I'll see you all next time.